Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Let's get into it. Right off the back, I'm hearing somebody is mad because they are not witch enough to hex you or destroy you here. Somebody feels like they've been throwing every type of magic at you they could just for it to bounce off here. The most recent magic is somebody was trying to get you to like do some sort of chaos. They wanted you to cause chaos in your own life. They could have tried to make you do and say crazy things here. And it's funny because you did, but people are like, nah, I kind of F with it. Nah, that's kind of true. And it's like the divine did this just to show them how divine and how protected you are. Somebody can't stand that you are very well respected. You know, you get respect where people aren't willing to start a brigade against you. And the brigade that was against you is dealing with a lot of social consequences here. Somebody could have ruined their reputation and their career trying to brag on bringing you down here. There's like a group of people who are like, that's not cool. And they're looking at this person funny, and they're dealing with some sort of social isolation. They might be trying to come around towards you to like uplift this thing. Some of you guys, this is a feminine energy that just cannot stand your guts here. Like this person feels like magic worked on you before, and so they can do it. Some people here also thought that you had weaker boundaries. You have strong boundaries. You have courage here. Somebody thought they could just will you down. Somebody feels like now they got caught in your web to be brought down to like the underbelly here. It's strange. I Spirit was telling me to get the What's the Vibe tarot to deal with this energy. I haven't used these cards in a while, so I'm gonna see what's the vibe here. First card out I see is consequences, bad choices, games, mixed signals here. Somebody wanted to give you mixed signals to try to bully you. You could have had somebody trying to give you mixed signals and like friendship wise. This is like the type of person that could have like invited you over and then they didn't answer the door so they could kind of laugh at you. This is giving like odd girl out, but I feel like people are now doing that to them. People are now trying to odd girl out them. They might be inviting them to places and then not like, and then they get there and then nobody's there, or they get there and then people like laugh at them or something like that. Like what they wanted to happen to you, or maybe what they did towards you. Like they're bullying in a very covert way. Like just people are ignoring them, rolling their eyes. And they don't like it. Some of these people have convinced themselves they're strong enough to deal with it. But I'm seeing somebody here that's kind of starting to break down going through what you're going through. Some of these people could have tried to, they wanted somebody to scare you. They wanted you to lose your confidence here. They could have been trying to manifest like bad situations happen to you, so you were afraid to go outside. Spirit is saying it's safe to go outside. Some of you guys could have been feeling some sort of entity they tried to send to your door. They tried to send like some entity to your front door and like have it guarding you and keeping you inside, like some sort of demonic entity. You could have been feeling fear to go outside. Now that thing might be alleviated towards you, or they were trying to like thought project into people around you to disrespect you. So you could have had some weird, horrible incident that could have like left you without the same type of happiness within. Somebody just wanted to see you buckle. They wanted to see you go under. They wanted you to have some sort of harsh incident to where you just weren't able to show up. You just weren't able to do, and that's not happening here. It's not going on. I feel like a lot of you guys did take a rest. It's like the divine was truly playing with this person. Each time they showed them that something bad had happened in your life, it was really you purging, and this person got excited. The more they rejoiced at your downfalls, the more the divine took account of that. And now it's like they took them down, they took them under, and some of you guys could have took down a bad group. Unfortunately, fortunately, I guess some of you guys were used as bait for people who were practicing spiritual practices that they shouldn't be practicing here. They could have been practicing like, death magic, or like, I don't know, just like not necessarily, not necessarily things they shouldn't be practicing, but I feel like they took it a step further by trying to actually do things like cyberbully you so that it will drive you crazy, so they could like plant some sort of seeds there. I feel like once they started making literal attempts, that's kind of where you cross over from doing magic to doing harassing and like gang stalking and intimidation here. These people couldn't just stick to magic. I feel like maybe you can, like, you could write write a note. Maybe you write it out. That's your diary. You want to write a spell, cast a death spell. Most of it's going to go up to judgment for the universe before it actually works. A lot of people who do that type of magic realize that that type of magic only works like on pedophiles. Like, it's easy to send a death spell to like a child molester. I'm not gonna lie, they all seem to drop like flies. But other people, that's a whole life form here, and somebody's realizing that you are a whole life form, and you're going to, and anybody that does SA or bullying, they're more likely to go down because for death spells if you call on judgment for them. But it very rarely happens to innocent people. They would have to take another step, and they knew, like, because you are innocent, that they had to take another step to try to get you caught up in the trap here. So these people aren't paying the consequences for the spell work, they're paying the consequences of what they did in case the spells don't work, or to try to push it ahead here, or trying to lead you into like situations to like cause your own demise. This thing is like tearing them apart mentally and in the monetary field. Some of these got people could have, like, they wanted you stressed out. They didn't want you inspired or motivated here. So they could have tried to like bring you down, like talk down on you or send you threats, or like, want you in a state of fear. And that did not happen. You guys are optimistic, inspired, and you're heading for success, a lot of success here. And they could also feel like when guys like you, this person does not like when other men like you. Oh my goodness. Or if this is a feminine, they can't stand when men look at you, hit on you, say how beautiful you are and whatnot. And this is another thing that they're being tortured with. If they try to bully you and people know, people are randomly bringing up your name and talking about how much they miss you, how beautiful you are, how funny you are, and all of this stuff. And it's like bringing them down. Some of you guys, this could have been a sibling trying to like get underneath your skin. They could have been trying to bring up people you don't like and just say and do things to try to affect you emotionally so that it will affect your inspiration. They know if you're happier, you're emotionally at ease, it's easy to be inspired. But if you have to argue and stuff, then you were less likely to be inspired here. This person is dealing with the consequences bad. Like, they're in like psychological, mental hell and social hell. A lot of them had a lot of dark secrets, or secrets where they stole, did things, bad things, and people are now like taking account of it. Now that people can no longer like use your life like to try to make you seem like the bad person here, people are realizing how bad and horrible and dirty these people are. We got drama, arguments, incompatibility, toxic. Yeah, these people are being looked at as toxic and incompatible. A lot of people feel like these people are not fun at parties. They're not people that they want around. These people like try to go too far here. somebody is crying if they did try to give you threats or something, like based off of what you said, or like, try to under breath it. It's somebody here that could have been like a woman. I'm hearing that Tupac song, Shorty wanna be a thug, Shorty wanna be a thug type energy. That's Yes, definitely giving Shorty wanna be a thug type of energy that got shut down. Spirit, please tell me more. This person might got jumped, or they might have had somebody. I'm saying there's detrimental side effects for the people who have tried you. Somebody might have gotten pistol whipped, like, by like another person because they tried that ish, like put fear in somebody. Like, I'm not saying, like, it's like weird energy, and that person themselves feel weird for it. It's like, like, we got disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. Don't be afraid to draw the line on people's disrespect. Somebody wanted you to be afraid to set boundaries. They wanted you to feel like you had no right to set boundaries in your own life. They felt like getting mad at you for setting boundaries would be enough for you to loosen up your boundaries. Like somebody felt like your boundaries should be flexible, and your boundaries are not flexible. And people are calling them out on their disrespect, or you might be called to, and people might be saying that you are not the type to take disrespect. You'll call them out, or you'll walk away here. Somebody wants to convince you or themselves that the business is unfinished between you guys, but it is. It's like somebody wants to now, let's have a respectful conversation, but they already drew the line. It's like enough is enough. Somebody also wants to know what the new rules are now for you to hang around you. What's the new rules? But they feel like once they know the new rules, that they will be able to cross the line with you. They want to know your new rules so they can negotiate how they're dumb and whatnot. They wanted to make you feel like you having any sort of respect line was dumb. Like they wanted to be able to come at you disrespectfully and whenever they can, and not respect any boundaries. Somebody was purposely trying to break down your boundaries, and you said enough is enough. I'm not even dealing with this. And then it's like your boundaries got extra strict. But somebody wants you to come around so that they could, like, I don't know, try to break your boundaries. We got egotistical, opportunist, and fragile narcissist here. A narcissist does not like respecting other people's boundaries. Somebody is saying that somebody could have disrespected your boundaries multiple times. I feel like this could have been a group effort of people trying to disrespect you and make you feel like you can't set boundaries in your life. Like now these people might be realizing how egotistical and narcissistic they are. Somebody is very obsessed though with the idea of you not having boundaries and you being a people pleaser. And now people are saying you went from some sort of people pleaser to some sort of narcissist. Somebody wants to say you're narcissistic. You only care about yourself. You're not willing to sacrifice for other people. And I feel like you are proudly narcissistic. You're like, yes, I only care about myself. I don't care much about other people. This is hurting somebody, that you don't care about other people, that you're not letting people disrespect you or cross the line here. It's somebody is having chest pain, somebody is upset because that's exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to be able to use you and disrespect you. And the fact that you know that and you called that out, that they were being disrespectful, it's like they didn't ever think that you were going to do that. And then even if they did, they already had a counter argument. So some of you guys walked away because of their disrespect here. Some people wanted to slightly disrespect you. They could have been doing things like playing with your time, seeing if you would wait, how long you would do it, and you know how far they could go. It's a lot of people that was trying to push the buttons with you who are feeling incredibly sad, incredibly upset. They felt like you didn't know your worth. Maybe you didn't. You could have been exploring something different and whatnot. But now you know your worth, and they feel like your worth is too high. They feel like your price is too high. You need to cut it, and you need to be around people who you could compromise and negotiate with. Spirit is saying, do not cut your worth. If you feel like a guy should pay you a couple $1,000s for your phone number, that's on you. That's how bad you don't want to care to deal with guys. That's what you want. That's what it is. If nobody's willing to do that, stay out of my face. Here, whatever you want, you're willing to get, and you're not compromising either. This is what's pissing people off and saying that you're egotistical, and you guys are. You're going to get what you want here. We got upheaval, disaster, and downfall. A lot of these people are being upheaved. This is coming out under toxic. Everything that they built on these toxic games are full of chaos. Their life is full of chaos here. Some people felt like your life was full of chaos only because you didn't set boundaries. That's why you always dealt with things. But now looking back on it, you always do. And you cut people off because people know what they're doing here. If you're the type of person to test people boundaries to see what you can get away with, you're an opportunist. Nobody don't want to spend no time with no opportunist that tries to set people down boundaries and whatnot. Like you, once they do some sort of quick test, let's see if they say anything. If I light this cigarette in their house or something, or like do weird things, like that you wouldn't even expect, to try to slowly like eat away at your boundaries and make it feel like you weren't the one that was running the show. There's a lot of people who wanted dominance over you. They did not get any dominance over you, and they're crying because they feel like they didn't get a chance to put in the time. There's some people who wanted you to chase behind them due to disrespecting you. It's like very weird energy here of dumbass people trying to seek dominance in the wrong way. The only way to be dominant is with money. Like the more money you could throw at somebody, the more you could please somebody, the more you can provide somebody is what makes you the dominant person. Trying to get somebody to provide for you makes you the submissive person. It makes you the feminine person here. So it's like they were trying to use submission and dominance in the wrong way. Like dominance is not getting what you want. Dominance is being in a position to serve. Like like even noticing that in like BDSM, that's not you getting pleasure here. When you're the dom, you're usually the one that's giving the pleasure, usually to someone that's being feel safe enough to get lost in the pleasure here. So these tactics don't work on people. My bad, my mic died. But yeah, somebody thought thinks you're bitter and you're angry, or they want you that way, but this is coming out under hopeful and inspired and optimistic. So a lot of you guys are not bitter or angry. I feel like you let things go, or somebody is bitter and angry that you're actually hopeful and optimistic here, that you went on and lived your life. Like somebody feels like like I don't know, they want you to be bitter, angry, or sad enough to come back to them and want some sort of solution here. Somebody could have been trying to cause a problem in your life, a problem that left you seeking justice, and all caught up in seeking justice instead of living your life here. Justice is happening, and I feel like this is them. They could be stuck in this bitter, angry energy too, that you're not stuck in this bitter, angry energy. Divine, please tell me more. Clarify bitter and angry. Divine, please tell me more. Clarify bitter and angry. Broken, nightmares, failures, shattered. Somebody is completely shattered since you went away. They are broken. They feel some type of way because somebody here really thought that they were doing something for you, or they had a whole bunch of, when it comes down to nightmares, they had your worst nightmare planned out, which was their best dream. Some of these people did not even get a chance to utilize you, like how they were coaxing you. They were setting up you to get used here. And a lot of you guys walked away from this energy. It's like these people could have set patterns up where they wanted other people to mistreat you. It could have been like a community of people talking about how to treat you, bring you down, who you were going to be. They were going to use you for your energy, your light, your beauty here. Some of them wanted to use you for their beauty. They wanted you to be the face of something but not pay you. So you could have took your face and your beauty. You could have been an influencer now. You could be creating somewhere else now, and you're inspired and you're successful. These people did not want you to think that you could get success on your own. Knowing you could get success on your own and money on your own is causing them nightmares, and they're failing here because they have gone too far. It's like, so who? Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, we got rumors, gossip, nosy here. Rumors, gossip, nosy, sipping tea. There's a lot of people who want insight into your life. They want to know what happened between you and this person. They want to know what's going on with you now. They want to know what the new rules are to mess with you. Like, what are your new? Because I keep hearing Dua Lipa, and seeing her pop up. And I'm like, every time I see Dua Lipa pop up, it's usually I think of that the new rules. That one, don't let him in. You'll have to kick him out again. Two, don't be his friend. You only end up waking up in his bed in the morning. Somebody could be feeling like you're bitter because you don't even want to be friends. You don't want to talk it out. It's like they know what they did and they know how you feel here. And it's like no matter how they feel, they can't turn their feelings into truthful actions and make you act on their feelings. They're like, and then people are telling them that. They're like, it's how you feel, and then there's how she feels, or the collective feels here. Obviously, y'all don't feel the same way. That's why you're not talking, and that's why you're not on the same page. Somebody's real mad, you don't even want to hear what people have to say. You're like, if you're not on my same page, go next here. Somebody also wants to be able to pretend like they're on the same page with you, but you're also real strict because once you're like, you can't just be on the same page to be down with you. Yeah, we got distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. You have standards here. So, okay, not just on my same page. You got to do this to be down with me, do that, do this, do that, and have a bunch of other standards to meet. And you're very open about them too. And that's another reason people are saying like they're feeling like they're not witch enough, bad enough, fake thugs, and everything because you're going down as the OG for being truthful the whole time. And people thought that that was a disadvantage. That's what got you your respect. You was truthful, you was honest. These people played snake games. These people couldn't really say what they wanted to say. They had to try to lead you there. Some of you guys, they should have just asked, like, would you submit to me? And what is your requirements to submit to me? Rather than trying to break down your self-esteem here. Somebody feels stupid because they realize even if they do frustrate you, you don't make your best work. Once you're frustrated, you're done. You want to be away from that person. You don't want to be around people who annoy you. They thought they could annoy you into doing like what? Like you were gonna still want to be around them. You wrecked people's worlds and minds. All they could think about is how you should be doing things, how you should feel, how you blah 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 blah, and what they think. And you're like, I don't care. Yeah, new opportunities, new career, successful business here. You got some sort of glow up too. And like, you're glowing up, and this is coming out surprisingly under toxicity, under toxic and chaos. You glowed up through the chaos and the toxicity. Only it was the fire that purified you. You glowed up mentally and emotionally. You got stronger. It's like, no, I'm not dealing with that no more. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. And you did it fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. You glued up like mentally, emotionally, physically, especially mentally. These people made you real smart, real intuitive to like, Divine, please tell me more. We got trapped in reverse, stuck, no options, unforgiveness here. You guys, somebody felt like you would be stuck, like you're not gonna get anything if you act that way, or if you didn't accept disrespect, or like you had to sit there and listen to people double talking you. They felt like you had to sit there and listen to like people trying to lie. They tried to normalize so much toxicity, but that's not it. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You flow very easily and you don't have to deal with nobody's BS here. You're not dealing with a whole lot of negativity. You're not dealing with people trying to make their own rules in this world where we already have laws to follow. Is it out if it is it against the law? Okay, don't do it. Is it not against the law? You can do it. Is it against somebody's feelings? Fuck their feelings. We honestly don't care about people's feelings over here. We're going towards what we want this year. You don't need somebody to care. That's another thing people are mad at. You're not looking for somebody to care anymore, somebody to help you, somebody to have fun with you. You're like not on that at all. You got to do a lot more than care about me and relate to the things I say, to be in my circle. You're looking for people who are of value to one another, that or you have that they connect with you in your intuition. People don't know the rules and you're not explaining the rules either. It's like you set these harsh boundaries with no explanation. The only thing you're given is handout. What are you doing for me? When people come to you, somebody's mad because they can't do to you because you're not coming to them. They want to come to you. They got to give you value. Somebody wants you to come to them so that you could feel like you bring value here. Yeah, there's somebody who wishes that, I don't know, there's a lot of people who want to have conversations with you, but I feel like you guys aren't open to this conversation. There's people who just want a chance to be in your life, a part of your life. They didn't understand you before. Like, they want a better chance to understand you. If they knew you would have walked away, they would have respected you. But if you come back, they'll think you're stupid and they won't respect you. His energy is weird. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.